Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to play the song Blind by KoRn on a 7-string guitar. You have to have a 7th string or else you won't play this properly. Now, here's the tuning. Ready? A, D, G, C, F, A, D. So basically it's just a whole step down. You should know that by now if you have a 7th string. I'm not sure, but I think all KoRn songs are like that. Alright, so it starts off with Monkey on the clean sound, just doing a diminished chord like this. All it is he takes his, the 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the G string, and 5th fret on the B string. So it makes this, he just hits that 4 times. Alright? So after going 9 times, I know it's an awkward number, but that's how many times Monkey does it before Head comes in and goes. And basically, to do that, you pull mute the first note, so that you pull mute the B string. You take the 9th fret of the E string, the 10th fret of the A string, and then you hit the B string again, pull muted, and then you hit then on the E and A strings you just go up 1 fret, so it goes. Alright? Alright? Then you go one more time blank, and then the next you go again, and then you could do another blank one, and then it goes into the main riff, which is. Alright, so basically you just go open B, this is all on the B string, open B string, 2nd fret, open, 3rd, then you repeat that, so it goes. Alright, he does that 3 times, and then he goes into. Now that's just the 1st fret on the E string. I'm so used to having a 6th string. I just got the 7th string yesterday, and I played for it for like 10 hours. So I'm not used to the strings yet. Well, I am, but you know the string names I get confused sometimes. And you can turn those into power chords by pull muting the B string when it's open, so it goes. But the way. And they do actually do that, but in the recording it sounds more like. Alright, so you do that 4 times, and then they do like a 1-beat break, where it's just a break, and then they continue that. They do that 4 more times. Alright, they do that 4 more times, then they go into this little pull muted thing where they pull mute the B string 4 times, and then they start off on the 3rd, so it goes like, and then they just do that 1 time, and then they do the normal thing for 3 more times, so it goes. Then they do this E chord thing. I don't know which guitar does which on this part, but basically it's just a repeat of that. So basically the first is just an E chord. Then the next is kind of like an F/E chord. So it goes like 1st fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the A and D strings. A and D strings, yeah. And then the 2nd fret on the G string, and then the B and E strings just open, so it gives this effect. Alright? So it goes. The other guitar goes 5th fret, 5th fret of the B string and the E string open. then the 6th fret, back to the 5th, back to the 6th, up to the 12th. That little part right there is 12, 10th, 12, 13th, 12, 10th, 5th, 6th. Now, this is not 100% accurate, but this is what I think it is. And then they do the little chorus, which is just... Wait. So basically what you do is you take the... You just hit the 5th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the A and E strings. So it's just this little E power chord on the B string. Then you hear another time, then you slide up to the 6th, back to the 5th, and then you hit the 5th again. Then you hit the, then you hit the B string again, so it goes. And then you slide from the 5th to the 6th, and then the 6th fret on the E string, 8th fret on the A and D strings, so it goes. And then you do the same thing, but instead of this, you do this. So on the 4th fret on the B string, 6th fret on the E and A strings, so it goes. So then you do this like diminished chord where you do 5th fret on the B string, 6th fret on the E string, 7th fret on the A string. Then you go back into the verse, and then you do the chorus again, and then you do the main riff, which is, they just do this. Where you see is like deeper and deeper and stuff like that. It's just the... Then there's this weird bridge thing, and it basically all it is he does the D, G, B, and E strings open, so it just goes. And then it does that weird chord, so it goes like. Oh, then there's just blank, and then it goes back to, and then it does it all over again, so it goes. And then you repeat that. And then it goes back to the verse thing. You get the point. But at the end, instead of another, it actually does a D power chord. So 3rd fret on the B string, 5th fret on the E and A string. So it goes. And then it does the main riff again for the outro. Except for instead of you do that power chord at the beginning, that diminished chord at the beginning. So it goes, and that's all you do. This weird part where the bass goes like. Now that part's not important to the song at all, but I think it goes like. I don't know what the part is, but you know, it's not very important to the song. It's not really important at all. But that's how you play Blind by KoRn on the guitar. Remember, you need a 7 string, and you need to tune it down a whole step. I can see people just like commenting, it's not right, you know. you have to be everything's 2 frets down than what you were saying. And that is true because you have to tune a whole step down. Remember, A, D, G, C, F, A, D. I memorized the tuning by now, alright? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.